Go.
So here we are in my favorite part of my home, which is my kitchen, where I do my best work. At least I like to think. So today I'm going to make a quiche. And the beautiful thing about a quiche is that you could have it, it's so versatile. It's nothing more than a savory custard. You could use vegetables, cheeses, meats, seafood, anything you like. You could use a crust, or you don't have to use a crust. Today, I am going to use a crust. Just leave the camera right there, baby. I'm going to use a crust that I made from scratch. You can bring it on down now. Now, whether you make a crust from scratch or you buy it out of the store, you want to blind bake it. And blind baking it is putting a piece of parchment paper in there or a piece of aluminum foil and using dried beans or rice to weigh it down. And you bake that for probably about 25 minutes. The reason why you want to bake it is because the custard is wet, the ingredients you're going to use are wet, and you don't want a soggy crust. You want a crust that's going to stay flaky. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some sauteed spinach. Again, this is fresh spinach. Oh, by the way, I'm going to make a spinach and feta quiche. So, I'm going to use some onions in there that I had sauteed the spinach with. You could use fresh spinach like I'm using, or you can just use frozen spinach. But you want to make sure you get out as much water as you possibly can because spinach holds a lot of water. So I'm going to put some green onions in here because green onions, they just bring out the flavor. They take it up a notch, so to speak. Then we have, I'm going to put some ham in this bad boy. You can't, one good thing about making a quiche, you can't go wrong. And I'll tell you why. Because if you get the ratio of milk and eggs right, you just can't go wrong. And the ratio is for every 1 egg, a half a cup of milk. So now I got the ham in there. I think that's enough because see, my tart, this is a tart quiche and it's not going to be so high. It's not like you're putting it in a pie pan. So I got some feta cheese I'm going to put in there because I think feta and spinach goes so well together. The taste is phenomenal. Okay, so there we have that. I'm going to set it aside because now it's time to make our beautiful custard. Now when you make a custard, Jay, I want you to come down into my bowl. Like I told you before, for every egg, you want 1/2 cup of milk. And if you follow that, you could use heavy cream, you can use whole milk. When you follow that ratio, you can't go wrong. And so I'm going to mix this up together, and you want to make sure that you incorporate it very, very well. I'll put a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Now I used 1 egg and a half a cup of milk. That's because I had a little bit of mixture left from earlier. So I'm going to add that. Because in this house, nothing goes to waste. Believe it. So I think that's very well incorporated. So now for the good part. Jay, you got this? Now for the good part. You want to make sure you have it on something that's going to bake in the oven just in case you fill it up too much and it overflows. You got that, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
So we want the people to see right down into the dish. When you bake a quiche, you want it to taste nice and smooth and silky. Still have leftover, but it won't go to waste. I'll make a mini quiche. So I'm going to put this to the side. And on the top, I'm going to put some cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. And this is going to bake for approximately 25 to 30 minutes until it has a little jiggle. So this will go in the oven for 25 to keep it right there to 30 minutes. Now I just happen to have one already made. Keep it right there. And I'm going to show you a trick, a little tip on how to take it out. This is come on now. Don't treat me wrong. Come on now. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. And this is how it comes out of the oven. Now, of course, if you have a pie pan, yours won't come out of there. You just cut it right in the pie pan. But let's go into my dining room because I'm going to slice this up and I'm going to show you guys how you can eat it. Okay. Got everything, Jay? One thing I like about quiche is that you can serve it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Keep it right there, Jay. Now first, let's see. Just so that people can see. And you don't have to move it. You don't have to move anything. We're going to slice this bad boy like so. Quiche tastes its best when it's room temperature to warm. You don't want to overbake it because you don't want it to be rubbery. So now I'm going to plate this bad boy up just like so. And you can have that for your breakfast with some fruit on the side, a little bit of OJ, or just some plain old hot coffee. Now that's a meal fit for a king or a queen. Now we're going to bring it back over here for lunch. Bring it on in, Jay. Bring it into my lunch. For your beverage, you can just have some water. I infused mine with cucumbers, but make sure when you infuse your water that you infuse it with the vegetables and fruits that you like, because if you don't, it really does take on that flavor. So now I'm going to slice a piece of quiche, and I'm going to have it for lunch. Now I have my little vegetables. 9 minutes. I have my vegetables here. My green beans, and then you have your quiche there and your beautiful beverage. But the favorite part, my favorite part, just keep it, is when I serve it for dinner with a nice tossed salad. And then you open up your favorite wine, if you can get the bottle open. Okay, Jay, open that for me. I forgot. But in the meantime, I'm going to taste it. Well, that's okay. Here, look at me. I'm going to taste it. Let me taste it because I know this is the moment everybody's been waiting on. cheese. Here, that one won't open. Open up another one. You got the feta cheese with the spinach. And my crust is just as flaky. Beautiful salad. Bottle of wine. Delicious. And don't sweat the small stuff, folks. Get the type of wine you like. Now, imagine having a dinner party. All you need with this is the dessert. Jay, can you give me the dessert, please? Now, when I talk about dessert, I like to keep it simple. And with this beautiful meal, your dinner guests won't expect any more. So all you have to do is scoop a little bit of orange sherbet ice cream or any kind of sherbet you like, little wafer cookie on the side, and you got yourself a gourmet meal fit for a king, queen, and anybody else. Until the next time, I want you to remember that the new sexy is being healthy. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me a comment, subscribe, do something.